Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you a free way to get head tracking with the use of your webcam in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. To do this, I'm using two freeware software and of course my webcam. I got AI Track and OpenTrack installed, and as you can see, it follows my face very nicely with the octopus indicated here, and it translates almost perfectly over to my simulator. So I'm going to share two links down below in the description so you can get these. The first one's AI Track, second is OpenTrack. Opened here. You just want to download and extract the alpha of AI Track and open the latest version of OpenTrack. If your application doesn't open right away for AI Track, what I do every time is I just type it in my search bar. And then I right click and open file location and run the application. For some reason when I click on it in my search bar it does not open. But anyways, now that we got both of these installed and open, I will show you the setup. So you want to make sure on OpenTrack your input is set to UDP over network. It is the second to last. You want to have whatever port you want. I think the stock is 4242, which will be just fine. I just chose this one because I have this port open in my system. And then you want your output to be FreeTrack 2.0 Enhanced, which is the second option, and your filter to be Acela, the first one. So we're good to go on OpenTrack there for now. Now you want to move over to AI Track. Go to Configuration. If you have a higher end webcam, you can set your FPS to 60. If not, 30 will be just fine. If you're in a dark room or bright room, you can change the gain and exposure. And then over here, I set my distance to 0.5 because I sit close to my webcam, and I set my model type to fast, but medium if you're running a little slower. So that is good to go as long as you have your port matching here and here. Okay, so I apply my settings, set it, start tracking. Now you should see your face. You should get lined up perfectly with your webcam, or semi-perfectly, just so you can have a clear sight of everything. Okay, now that your AI Track is up and running, get your OpenTrack booted up, start. Now you can monitor which way you're looking with the octopus here. I had to change my vertical axis in options output because it was at first it was opposite, so just be wary of that. Set it and you're good. You might want to set a shortcut here to center out because once in a while it gets a little off. I just set my number pad multiply symbol as my center, and then I clicked OK. And now we're good. You can change your mapping to however you want to. You can adjust on the graph the sensitivities and how many degrees it looks over. I only had to basically change it on my yaw a little bit because I wanted it more sensitive on my left and right. Anyways, we can get back to the simulator here, and as you can see, it is working almost perfectly. So one thing to consider though is if you have longer hair or you wear a beanie or headphones, you might have to kind of clear your face a little bit, because I have this issue where if I look right, sometimes it doesn't go all the way because it's not picking up on my face. So I just lift my hair up, I pull my headphone back, then it gets full tracking. Okay, so here I am at Lower Loon Creek in my Savage Cub to demonstrate the head tracking, and as you can see, it's working beautifully. I can look left, I can look right. It does do that a little bit sometimes, but that's because I have my camera zoomed back. If you get a little closer, it won't do that as frequently, and you can adjust the settings to how you prefer it if that happens frequently. For being free software, this is absolutely amazing. I will say install at your own risk though, because it is free, it is easy to obtain, but you never know if there's some kind of malware or adware involved. So far I haven't encountered any issues, and I take that risk because I enjoy being able to have the head tracking for free. But if you have sensitive information or you don't want to take that risk, totally understandable. There are other methods of doing this, but you might have to pay a little bit for the security. But either way, this is these two software at work. And I'm just going to come in here for a landing in my Savage Cub. Ooh, I jerked around a little too fast there, but that's okay. Throttle back. gonna buzz over the trees here. It's just so cool to be able to look around freely without using my mouse or any other buttons. It's just more natural, and you can get quick reference. I'm trying to get used to it, actually, because of how quickly I can line up with the runway. Pretty steep approach here, but it's okay. That's what this plane is meant for. I got full flaps, nice and slow. I'm trying to fly with one hand because I got my microphone here. So coming down. And a literal bush landing. It was in a bush. Wheel down. And coasting. Perfect. This is just so much fun. I like it for sport and bush flying particularly because it's really nice to be able to look around at mountains. Oh, there's another bush. And line up with your short runways. Not so much with like big commercial flights because you're pretty much just going to be looking at your instruments anyways. But this is just so amazing and adds a whole new perspective to your simulator. I would highly recommend, if not this method, to use some sort of head tracking software until they have VR, if they ever have it. So anyways, that is our wrap, and I hope this video helps some of you out and you got some enjoyment out of it. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, I'll see you soon.